Okay, welcome to World English 3. This is the guided version of the chapter. This is going to be part A. Each part will be separated into different videos. Part A, part B, part C, part D. So make sure you have some voice recording app on, maybe on your computer or your phone. Vocaroo is a very good choice, vocaroo.com. All you have to do is go on to vocaroo.com, press the record button right now, and just let it record your voice. You are going to be interacting with this video. So every time I ask you a question, you can just pause the video and give your response. If you would also like to do this work on DocHub, then you are more than welcome to do it. We will begin now with Part A, World English 3. Unit 1, Where We Live. We have houses covered in snow in Freudenberg, Germany. The first question after we look at this photo is, what do you see in the photo? The second question is, why do you think people want to live here? So what I want you to do is go ahead and pause my video and answer these questions. Go ahead, you may pause the video. Okay, hopefully you had a good answer. You've unpaused the video. We can move on. All right. So we have some Unit 1 goals here. Talk about how long or how often you have done something or you do something regularly. Then we're going to discuss why people move. Then we're going to give reasons and explain results. Then we're going to discuss improving communities and describe places to live. So we have A, B, C, D, E. So our goal for part A is to talk about how long or how often. We have a message here between Emily and Pablo. What I would like you to do is go ahead and read Emily's message and read Pablo's message to each other. So you may pause the video now and go ahead and read. Okay, and unpause. Hopefully that was all very good. Performers doing a lion dance share Chinese culture in the Chinatown neighborhood of Boston, Massachusetts, US. Okay, we have some work here. What I would like you to do is definitely you can do this in DocHub if you want to, but you can also just do this verbally right now. Complete each sentence with the singular form of a blue, it's not blue, it's orange or yellow, word or phrase from the messages. So the first one we have is a community is a group of people who live in one part of a city or a country. What I would like you to do is to pause my video and try to answer all these questions. We have 2 to 10. You may look at the words, basically the yellow words in the messages, and then put them in to fill these lines to give the definition of that word. All right, you may begin B and just read your answer after you do it. So for example, you'd say number 2, blah, 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 is when many people move from one place to another. There you go. You may pause the video. Okay, very good. Let's move on. C. In his message, Pablo says he might move to find a better quality of life. In small groups, discuss what things can lead to a good quality of life. I would like you to tell me what things can lead to a good quality of life. Personally, I feel like access to nature is very important. Cleanliness, I like when the streets are clean. I like when I can go to a park. I also like when it's safe. So those are just a few things that I think lead to a good quality of life. Please pause the video and provide your answer. Okay. A lot of good things. Very nice. Grammar. Present perfect and present perfect continuous. This is important. The present perfect, as we all know, uses the structure have PP. So what is PP? PP is the present perfect tense of a verb. So lived, I have gone, I have eaten, I have driven, I have dive, dove, dived, dove. It's always confusing for me, even as a native speaker. I have dived there many times. I dove there yesterday. I like to dive. Okay, so that could be wrong. It sounds accurate. I have dived many times in this beautiful, beautiful lake. So it's confusing sometimes. We have the present perfect tense of verbs, and it changes depending on the verb. There's a few different categories. So things like get will always be the same. Get, or oh, sorry, not get. Get, got, gotten. I have, or it can be gotten or got. I have got a few things. I have gotten a few things. So that one, it can be gotten or can be got. I think gotten is more the British style. Um, yeah, so even I don't know all these things. But set will always be the same verb. Set. I have set. I set. I will set. Those ones are easy. We have here, I have lived here for a long time. I've been living here for a long time. The present perfect and the present continuous both refer to past situations connected to the present. In most cases, use the present perfect rather than the present perfect continuous. Okay, in most cases, use the have PP version. To emphasize that an event is finished, to describe things that happened at an unspecified time in the past. And everybody makes errors with this. It's okay. We all make errors with this. It doesn't have to be perfect, but it's really good to use. So he has told us already. Emphasize that an event is finished. She's just started a new job. We don't know when. It's unspecified. In most cases, use the present perfect continuous rather than the present perfect to emphasize how long something continued, to describe past actions that are still continuing. They've been waiting for hours. It has been raining since yesterday. So you're talking about how long something continued for and things in the past that are still continuing. Some time expressions are common with both forms. Use for to say how long something has continued. We've worked together for years. Use since to indicate when something has started. We've been working together since 2015. So here we go. This is the end of part A. We're just going to do these exercises and then you're done. We do not need to underline examples. If you want to in your doc hub, you can, but let's move on to E. Complete these sentences with the correct form, present perfect or present perfect continuous, or both, of the verb in parentheses, that means brackets. So you may give your verbal answer. You may pause the video now and provide your answers. Okay, very good. In pairs, compare your answers in E, take turns saying the sentences. So that's fine. You don't need to do that. You said your sentences to me. Last thing, goal check. Talk about how long or how often. In small groups, take turns asking and answering these questions. Then vote on the most interesting answer to each question and share them with the class. Okay, we'll do this one by one. So I will talk about number one. You can pause and then give your answer, and then we'll go on to number two. What is one thing you've been doing for many years but dislike? Why do you keep doing it? I have an answer for that. One thing I've been doing for many years but I dislike is I've been eating late at night. I've been midnight snacking, we call it. Midnight snacking. So maybe it's around 11 o'clock, maybe it's around midnight, 12 a.m., and I go and I get a snack before bed. I've been midnight snacking for years, and I don't enjoy it because it disrupts my sleep. So there we go. Please provide your answer. You may pause the video now. All right, number 2. What is one thing you've already done several times today? Why have you done it so often? Okay. One thing I've already done several times today is drunk coffee. I've already drunk coffee several times today. I've done it so often already because I'm addicted to coffee. Pause the video, provide your answer. Very good. Remember, we're using present perfect or present continuous. Number 3. What is one thing you've recently finished? How long did it take you? How do you feel now? One thing I've recently finished would probably be the chapter of a book I'm reading. So I recently finished the chapter of a book I'm reading, and it took me a really long time. It took me a couple weeks. It's a very big book. It's called Dune. They made a movie about Dune, so I saw the movie and I thought this is pretty interesting. So I bought the book, but the book is very big. I haven't had a lot of time to read it, so I recently finished one chapter from that book. I feel good and I feel like I want to read more. Pause the video. Please provide your answer. Number 4. Who is one person you've known for less than a year? How often have you seen this person? One person I've known for less than a year is my coworker, someone I work with. I've only been working at this restaurant for 3 months, so everyone there, I've only known for 3 months. I've known all these people in the restaurant for less than a year. I see them 3 times a week because I go into the restaurant 3 times a week, sometimes 4. Sometimes I see people 3 times a week. Sometimes I see them 4 times a week. It really depends on when they're working because they might not be working the same shift as me. There we go. That is it. Pause my video and provide your answer. All right. And very good. We will continue to part B next time.